Good morning, y'all. I am heading out to the garden again. And I'm saying again because I went out early to do my regular morning walk just to do a little surveillance on the premises to see if anything weird went on last night. But what I noticed is that I have a whole lot to harvest. So I came back inside, I grabbed my basket, and I am going to go to the garden and harvest some produce. But first, I'm going to head back into the chicken run just to eyeball the chickens because I was looking at the turkey, a layer turkey I have here. I have her here just for laying eggs, and she lays delicious eggs. And she's been acting all broody, so I'm going to head back in here just to see if she's back in the nest box. And of course she is. Oh, see? Somebody broke an egg. Whose egg was this? She keeps breaking the eggs. Oh, Lord. Because you won't let them get in there to lay. Because you're hogging it. I had to literally change all these pads here this morning. These are, do not try to peck me. I hope she lays today. We'll see. If not, I'll just, remove her. I'll give her some time. But I'm going to clean this up. It's an easy fix. I do one of these and it's done. Just going to put a little dirt on it. There we go. Quick fix. So I'll just leave her in there for a little bit and see what happens. There are 4 nest boxes here, and we have 6 on the coop. We have 3 in the front here, and we also have 3 at the back there. So they definitely have enough nest box space to lay their eggs. So I'll just give her some time and see what she does. But I like to come in here and steal a grape. See that? Not quite ripe yet because it's a little bit sour, but definitely flavorful. Alright, so I'm going to start harvesting back here. I'm going to grab this ripe pepper because I wanted it to ripen first before I harvest it so I can save the seeds on this. And this is a hot pepper. There are some more here, and they're starting to change color, so I'll allow them to do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to overwinter this one yet, but as you can see, it's in a planter, so we'll see if I have enough room to overwinter this indoors. Now these here are also some really nice big bell peppers that I got these seeds from Planter Garden TV, and look at the size of the pepper, guys. My tree is not as tall as his. I've already harvested a few from these, and look, it's still putting out more peppers. The season is going to soon come to a close. There are more flower buds coming out here, as you can see, as the tree grows, so I'm probably going to overwinter this one also. I'm going to be harvesting some leafy greens. My kales are doing pretty well. I have some lacinato kale back there also. A lot of it that I need to harvest. I have some Jamaican callaloo also that I need to harvest back there. So I can tell you for the most part the leafy greens are doing pretty well and have been doing pretty well so far this year. And my herbs have also been doing pretty well. So I'm not complaining too much. I may not have gotten the fruits that I expected to get because of the critters, but I still have food in my garden that I'm able to harvest and we can eat good. Now earlier I came through and I pulled out all the turnips that I had here. So I'm going to cut the greens off and I'm going to take these inside, wash them up and get ready to preserve them. Because I've noticed they've been eaten, something's been eating them from the bottom. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to pull them out. I've also pulled some beets. This is a cylindria beets. This is the yellow beets right here. I'm going to be pulling all of these out. I also pulled the cabbage out. We'll see if I'm able to get anything out of these. If not, the chickens can have it. I left them in a little bit too long, but we'll see what happens. I left one of these cucumbers here so it can go to seed. Thankfully, the squirrels have not pulled it out, and hopefully it won't. So I'll just let it stay right there and break down so I can grab the seeds when it's ready to go. Then I'm gonna grab some of this 1,000-head kale. Look how big it is and look how tall it is. I've been harvesting all season long, come all the way up so far. So I'm gonna be pulling some of these out today. And since that's what I'm doing, I'm gonna grab all the kale that I'm gonna be harvesting today, all the different varieties. And so once I'm putting them away, I'll just chop them up together. I'll mix it because I like to do a blend when I'm putting them away, if I have that available. Look at that, guys. And the weather is already becoming cooler, so these are gonna do well also in the cooler weather. And so that's why I'm gonna be harvesting a lot of it. So once I harvest, it would encourage it to grow. I'm gonna pull these off. The chickens can have these. Yeah, they can have this one. And in this planter here, I have different herbs. I have pineapple, mint. This has gone to flower. I think this one is, let's see, which one is this one? Oh, this one's strawberry mint. It's gone to flower. What else I have in here? I had it looks like it's coming back up now. But I had this is a tricolor sage. I have different herbs in here. And I'm thinking I'm going to bring this indoors. Even though it's a perennial, I'm going to bring it in my unheated garage to overwinter. Look at this beautiful basil, guys. Look at all the beautiful flowers. I know it's going to reseed itself. This is an African blue basil. Look at the beautiful leaves. Nice big one. I've harvested all during the season from this. And now it's gone to flower. It grew so big. Alright, now we're going to head to this kale and harvest some of this kale. And I prefer to come out early in the morning to do my harvesting. That way the sun's not up yet on me and I can spend a longer time out here harvesting, because it's usually a lot for me to harvest, especially when it's too hot already out here. So I'm just going to grab these. We have some over here that I've been harvesting too. This is going to grow back. And I'm going to get a whole lot from this still during the season. But I'm not going to harvest more than I can process, because I have to put these away. I have to wash them up and be able to put them up properly while they're nice and fresh. I don't like them sitting around once I harvest it. And this is why I choose, some days I would do leafy greens, some days I would do tomatoes, some days I would do root crops. But today I'm behind schedule, so I'm going to be harvesting a lot of the things that I have here to harvest, because they need to be harvested. Look at that, even my wildly growing dandelions. I need to harvest these dandelion greens and dry them. Lots of health benefits in that. See this right here? This is just growing wildly in my garden also. This is sorrel. This right here is hidden right here. It's plantain. So I got a lot going on back here. I need to come in and harvest, but besides the things that I've purposely grown in my garden. Alright, so far I've got a few things in my basket and the sun's already hitting me, so I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to work this garden and harvest as much as I can harvest before it gets too hot out here. And I know these tomatoes have not ripened on the tree, but I'm picking them off the tree because once they've started to change color like this and ripen a bit, I'm going to pull it off so that the others that are left on the tree can get some time to ripen, because we're coming to the close of the season here. Well, this is the rest of my red onions that I just pulled out from in here. I still have some garlic in ground, but I guess I'm going to leave them. Let's go check on them to see. I'm going to leave them. They're going to sprout back up next year. They're in here somewhere. Yeah. I didn't get the chance because I harvested so much. This is what they look like. I'm not even sure what variety. Nope. That's not the tag for it, but I'm going to just leave them in here. Now my Swiss chard, I harvested this back a couple weeks ago. Not even a full couple weeks. And look at it already, guys. I've been getting so much Swiss chard from this. I'm not even going to harvest any today. I'll probably wait till tomorrow because I already have a basket full of produce that I need to go in and clean and preserve them. That I need to wash it up and put them away so I can store them up properly. Let's see what we got going on here with my eggplant. Oh, I got to do some harvesting here. The tree is just so short, but still a prolific bearer. I've been harvesting throughout the season since they were ready. So I gotta get in there at some point. I've been eating all the okras from this when I get it in the garden. Look at this beautiful flower, guys. Beautiful okra flower. And this variety I've grown for the first time this year. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name for you, but I'll show you the tag. This is the name of it right here. And it's a really short, stalky type okra, but it's really sweet. It's tasty. It's nice and fresh when you grow it yourself. I've been eating it from the garden just raw. Pull it off the plant and just pop it in my mouth and eat it. Now these pumpkins here I have growing on this one plant. There's another one that's right here and a few more that's popping out. I looked at it this morning and I saw that they're still sending out pumpkins, so we'll see what happens until the first frost decides to hit. So I'm not harvesting any of those today. I'll let them go to full maturity and I'll harvest them when they are ready to be, when I'm ready to harvest them. So that way I can store them up without any type of special care or treatment or any additional care for them to be stored up for the winter months. On over to, oh, these bees are zooming by. I have herbs still going here. Blue borage. I just have a little bit of everything going in my garden. Let's see how these peppers are doing. Short tree, but still bearing. I might just pull this one up out of the ground and overwinter it because I thought I had one of this variety in a container so I can overwinter, and I didn't. So that's what I'm going to be doing. There we have, oh, a ground cherry. And this is a poblano pepper. Nice size. I also have, I don't know what this one is, banana pepper or something. I don't know, but it's got some sun blemish on it. I'm going to pop this one off because I can still use it. I'll cut the bottom off. Nothing's going to waste. But that's about it for now. I'm not quite ready to harvest my potatoes yet. Potatoes. I have sweet potatoes growing everywhere. I still have watermelons that the critters are attacking. But whatever, I'm not a big watermelon grower. They also attacked this one here. And this one here is fine, I guess, for now. My white strawberries are going to flower again, so I'm going to get some more of that for the fall. Ooh, and these are pushing out again. I don't know why. I might get a fall crop from this, who knows. But this is what they were, and I harvested a whole lot of these asparagus in the summertime, in the springtime, sorry. And these ground cherries do not stop putting out. They're really delicious. I don't like them too ripe because to me it seems like it's overripe. I like them just ripe. I don't wait till they drop off the tree. And these came up here from last year. See? This is how I like them. Once they start showing some yellowing, that's good enough for me. Now these cabbage back here, I'm not going to harvest them right now. I'm probably going to be able to salvage 2 or 3 of these. They feel really good, but all I have to do is peel these back like I did with the others that you saw in the basket, because it's pretty fine under there. Because there are layers, I'm going to clean up real good when I chop it up to preserve it, and I'm going to be able to salvage. These are a couple smaller ones here too that I'm going to be pulling out probably tomorrow. But ones like this, I'm going to give it to the chickens because it looks like it's busted up all the way down from just being here for too long. So the chickens are going to have some, and we're going to have some. Nothing goes to waste. Well, I did say I wasn't going to harvest any of the Swiss chard, but I just grabbed a handful because it was just too overcrowded in there. And look at it now. I can still harvest some more. Such a prolific grower. These Swiss chard. Once you harvest it, just make sure you don't damage that little center right in here. That little middle part in there, you don't want to damage the crown of it. You just harvest all the outer leaves. I can pull like all these off to clean it up a little bit. But the sun's out, I'm not going to do that right now. These can go to the chickens. The chickens are going to get a really good, see that? Just go in there and trim all of this off. The chickens are going to get a really nice treat today. Between the Swiss chard and all the cabbage leaves that I pulled off, they're going to get to enjoy that today. So guys, this is my bounty for today. So what we have here is onions, we have peppers, Swiss chard, different varieties in here, tomatoes. Then we have turnips, beets at the bottom somewhere, and bugs, of course. Did you see that hopping? That bug was just hopping out of there. And we have different kale varieties. I think I have 3 different kale varieties in here, which is a lacinato kale. Then we have the purple kale, and we have the dragon head kale. And let me show you the leaf of the dragon head kale because they grow so big and I like growing them. Well, this does not give you quite the magnitude of the size of this because it's all wilted already since I picked it. The chickens are going to get these ones because these were the bigger, more, it's harder. So the chickens are going to get this. But look at the size of this guy. 1 kale leaf. I like to grow this because I get a whole lot of kale just from one plant. So the most fulfilling thing for me about this harvest is that all of these were able, these onion sets, I purchased these, I believe, at Tractor Supply. But other than that, everything else that I have here, I grew it from seed. The peppers, the tomatoes, the turnips, my cucumbers, like everything here I grew from seed. There's a couple of herbs also that I grew from starts, which I sourced it and ordered it online from is it Stark Brothers? One of the places was Stark Brothers, the other was Baker Creek, because they do sell certain herbs as a seed start. So if I don't have it and I can't find the seeds, or I don't have the seeds and I'm ready to grow it, I source them that way. But other than that, most of the stuff that I have growing here this year is actually from seeds. So that's the most satisfying thing for me. I am grateful to be able to have this harvest, to be able to grow my food and to experience something that I'm really passionate about and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle.